Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That'll be complete to Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, Muhammad. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mariota. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mariota completes it to Corey Grant. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. Got his man. It's Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Fields. Got his man. That's Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Bring it. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And a Broncos 1st down.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw Mariota. And this will be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Mariota now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They will run with Grant. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Fields gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Looking to throw. Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the toss, here's Michel. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. To throw is Mariota, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Going to throw deep for the end. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Don't start this way.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. 54 miles. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready. 26 months. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Off the bootleg. Fields. He's got Thompson here, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And this will be taken at the 13. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
To throw again. Fields. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. Catch is made by Harry. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Check 9, check 9.
They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Fields. Got his man. That's Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. first down. Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. This is Michel on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Ready, weapon. Check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the boom. Right there.
From the gun, Fields. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And it's Michel once again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. This is Grant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go back to Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Mariota to throw. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
At the 14-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those